We live in one of the most beautiful places in the world. And today on The Express, we'll show you how the people of the North Shore make the most of it. On today's show, ziplining at Grouse with Mayor Richard Walton. I think I'm an inch ahead. I'm catching up. Watch out. Singer-songwriter Ta'Kaiyia Blaney.
If we keep making careless decisions, our beautiful environment will be gone.
It makes that statement, it's wow.
Royal wedding predictions from Blush Boutique.
There's been a lot of speculation of who the designer's going to be.
Oh, really? The Lynn Canyon Ecology Center.
Lots of our exhibits are very interactive. They're really good for kids. They're really good for everyone.
See that and more local expression. Welcome to our Express North Shore special. I'm Johanna Ward in Deep Cove. So gorgeous down here. And our first story is all about protecting the BC coast. We meet an environmental activist from the Slayam First Nations who's a semi-finalist in the David Suzuki Songwriting Contest, Playlist for the Planet. And she's only been on the planet for 10 years.
At just 10 years old, Ta'Kaiyia Blaney is already an accomplished artist.
I started playing violin when I was 3.
She's been singing since she was 4, and she recently took up painting.
That's Gustav Klimt inspired, but it's called the Tree of Life. Well, these are cichlids.
But Ta'Kaiyya's real passion is protecting marine life. She loves fish, whales, and in particular, sea otters.
They might swallow some of the oil, and that's really toxic for them. They could die from that.
During a lesson on sea otters, Ta'Kaiyia found out about a proposed oil pipeline that would bring over 200 more oil tankers to the BC coast.
Oil spilled in the Gulf of Mexico, so I didn't want there to be an oil spill on our coast.
And that inspired her to write the song Shallow Waters with her music teacher and to make this video, which includes help from local First Nations.
They dressed up in their traditional regalia and then they canoed. My favorite line of the song is, "If we do nothing, it'll all be gone," meaning if we keep making careless decisions, our beautiful environment will be gone. We forget about all the other things that inhabit this planet, and we just go on carelessly making decisions that do change our coast and our forests.
Ta'Kaiyia has just been asked to give a speech to talk about her thoughts on the pipeline, but her activist work doesn't end there.
Look up on Japan, because with the dolphins. So, the dolphins in Japan, that's my next project.
I'm Bianca Solterbeck in North Vancouver for The Express.
Besides singing and painting, Ta'Kaiyia also acts. She received 2 Leo Award nominations, one in 2009 and one in 2010, for Best Female Performance in a Short Drama. Now we have another famous face in these parts with our next feature. Richard Walton has been the mayor of the District of North Vancouver since 2005. He's an avid outdoorsman. We met up with him at Grouse Mountain, where we found one activity he hadn't yet tried.
First time ziplining, yeah.
Ever?
Yeah. We actually had to approve the zipline application, so I do remember that, but I only saw the sketches.
And you've lived in North Vancouver for most of your life?
Yeah, most of my life, and always within a couple of blocks of the tree line. So
Nice, yeah.
Grouse Mountain has always been in the backyard. I got a huge head, so I probably won't.
So do I, but I mean that in a different way.
Hey guys, well, welcome to Air Grouse. We're going to get zipping, so we'll just run through a couple points. It's important you're in good health. We have large vertical drops, high speeds.
Maybe one side in here, second side. Jazz hands?
Jazz hands?
Let's see you. Come on, there we go. And let's see your braking position, please.
Okay, Mayor, your first time ziplining. How are you feeling? Your first run?
I want to get going.
Oh! You're coming into him.
I'm catching up. Watch out.
Woo! How was that?
That was great. That was a lot of fun. Too short.
This is when I admit to the mayor that I'm being fake brave because I'm actually a little afraid of heights.
So this second line's a lot faster, and since you do fly so fast, we have the screaming starfish position. As you're flying on this one, you want to spread your legs, spread your arms, nice and wide, catch a little bit of air. Don't come in with quite so much force.
What if we want to speed up?
Screaming starfish is our mandatory position on this one.
Ah, rock! Precious scissors.
I lose, that means I go second.
Yeah, that's right. What do you think of my high-tech helmet cam?
It's magnificent. I think you'd be right in place in the Rick Mercer show.
Yeah.
Rick would be pleased.
Yes, especially with the yellow duct tape, hey?
Oh, typically Canadian, you know.
Ready?
Mayor, I'll see you on the other side.
You other side of what?
Screaming starfish!
Hey!
So obviously I have no problem looking like a dork, but I will confess I'm a little bit afraid of heights. So any advice then to get over your fears in any applicable way in the world?
Sure. Don't eat for a day before you go on it.
Yeah.
Lie.
Yeah, lie to yourself.
Put on a brave face.
And you kept a smile on your face the whole time.
Yeah, I did. You'll never know what was going on inside.
That's right. Here we go. We're ready for line 3.
Let's go! How was your first experience ziplining today?
Oh, it was great, especially when we came down to go into a fog bank, and as you go down screaming and yelling, you have no idea where the end is, you know. Such is life, you know. It is a metaphor for life.
And then the sun comes out.
And then the sun comes out at the end, absolutely.
Super fun day for me and an interesting day for the mayor. He started off the morning in meetings, then after we ziplined, he was off to his seniors' tea. And so, you know, the full zipline experience up at Grouse is 5 lines, and those last 2 should be open mid-May. Of course, if you're a fashionista, another way to get your heart racing on the North Shore is to head to West Vancouver's Blush Boutique and mention the royal wedding.
Prince William's bride Kate Middleton is always picture perfect. Her style is conservative chic, and you can bet the most photographed outfit she'll ever have on will be for her big day.
And then just to cover you up a little bit more, because it's going to be at the Abbey, we'll put this beautiful shawl on you. There's been a lot of speculation of who the designer is going to be. So I think we're going to see tradition mixed with modern, mixed with a little bit of fashion because of her age. This is a Ravini dress.
Christy Lohr of Style 9 to 5 took us through some of her dress predictions here at Blush Occasions in West Vancouver.
It makes that statement, it's wow.
But not before putting yours truly in an outfit fit for a royal wedding.
This is absolutely gorgeous. We picked a Vera Wang from the Luxe collection that is full, is beautiful, so a wow factor. We love also the embroider and the crystal detailing here, so it gives a little bit more of that contemporary while still keeping a little bit more, a little bit traditional. There's about 80 tiaras in the royal family that Kate Middleton will be choosing out of, and so this beautiful one is from Elsa Corsi. She's a Vancouver jewelry designer.
This Ravini dress could be similar to what Kate wears to the reception at Buckingham Palace.
Now I chose something that's a little bit more form-fitted because Kate has such a great figure. Teeny tiny.
For bridesmaids, Christy picked a dress with a romantic tone.
We've picked a long, flowing, beautiful lavender because there's a rumor that it's going to be either baby blue or lavender. No royal wedding would be complete without a hat. This one here, this beautiful feather detailed one from Sova Design.
Lastly, this wedding is sure to draw a very fashionable crowd in its guests.
This is from the Ta'Kaiyia collection, this beautiful dress. It is actually a one shoulder. There's no royal wedding without gloves, without an Elsa Corsi brooch right here, and just an overall really chic look. I'm sure every guest is going to be wearing hats, as we are. Hats are mandatory.
April 29th will not only go down as the most watched wedding ever, but will also be a memorable event in fashion history. In West Vancouver, I'm Melanie Pineda for The Express.
You can follow Christy's dress predictions online at style9to5.com. And if you'd like to try on that $10,000 Vera Wang, you can make an appointment at Blush Boutique. You're watching our Express North Shore Special.
After the break, Lala's in Deep Cove.
So right over here we have Western Red Cedar.
The Lynn Canyon Ecology Center
Is actually physically getting out there and having some experience in the wild.
You're watching local TV on the Express.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.